Pencil.
So you guys were asking last week basically how are we recording all these videos if we haven't got a camera anymore. I didn't communicate myself very clearly, so let's check that out. This is the camera that I've been using for the most part, this Sony NEX. I bought it in Colombia. I did the first pretty much year of travel just borrowing people's cameras and borrowing laptops to edit the videos. I now have a laptop which I also bought in Colombia and is on its last legs. Held together by duct tape, isn't HD, but doesn't even allow me to play the videos back properly, which is a bit of a pain in the butt. Never mind. So I could use this camera as well, and this camera is great. We've been using it all week. When you have time to set up a shot, you can get a really nice shot. It's basically only a 1.4 aperture, which means you can only take shots where one thing is in focus. Any depth of anything that's behind or in front of it will be out of focus, which makes for some really nice artistic shots, but makes it a little bit difficult to use for Kombi Life. For example, I can't show you what I'm referring to in the background because behind me would just be all blurred. This is the camera that I'm using now as the main camera for the filming everything. The problem with it is that it's fully manual. So all the focus has to be done like this, which is actually really fun to use and I really like it, but it's very difficult to change between lighting situations. So if I was to follow someone into the car, for example, or just even to turn around and there'd be a shade, it wouldn't film them. And also it's 50mm on a micro four thirds, which makes it like kind of long distance, like 80mm or something like that, I think. I'm not sure, I'm not a photograph expert, I'm learning all this on the way. But basically I have to film from far away, so the audio can't be picked up by the microphone, so people have to shout at the camera because I'm actually really far away. And with the GoPro I have to be obviously really close to everything, so I can pick up the audio only if, like it is now, it's outside the box, outside the case. Most of the time it's in its case here, on the end of a stick, on the end of a suction cup, something like that in the van, so we can't actually hear. You also have to shout at the GoPro and it sounds like it's like you're inside a bubble, which is useless. Kombi Geek Corner. I said Kombi Geek Corner, and that is a good demonstration of why this GoPro on its own is not a good enough camera to be sharing this adventure with you. Basically the microphone is inside this case, which is where the GoPro lives most of the time, to protect it and also to allow us to attach it to various accessories on the top of the car, at the front of the car. We've been experimenting with all kinds of different angles. It's amazing that we still keep thinking of them, to be honest. This week we had a selfie stick attached to a suction cup that the smoking tyre guys gave us, and hanging off the front of the bus looking back, you know, just to add a different perspective so you're not bored of looking at our faces all the time. So I mean, these might sound like minor things, and I'm sure I can hide a lot of it through the editing. It just makes the editing process that much more difficult, and the process that much more time consuming. And honestly, like, you guys already can see that I put a lot of effort into my videos, and this is about living off the grid and enjoying nature, and you know, this is my office today. The reason I'm explaining this to you guys is because basically I'm now spending way too much time editing videos and not enough time living the adventure. And I think all of you would probably be pretty angry with me if that's the balance that I'm striking by living off the grid, sitting in my Kombi and making videos for you guys. I'm not really happy with it. I want to live the adventure, experience the last few months of my travels, the last few months of this journey up to Alaska, and really live it and get to see the places, not just pop out the Kombi for 5 minutes and film them. Part of the reason my editing has gone up from 20 hours a week to 40 hours a week is because of the equipment. A big part of it is because of the equipment. Basically, the footage that I'm filming, I'm having to film for 2 or 3 times longer. It's taking up 2 or 3 times more space just to get that manual focus set properly. If there's any movement in the image at all, I can't do it. Most of the time I've got the wrong camera in my hand and I can't capture the adventure. Now that I'm not able to capture any of the audio or usable audio, I'm kind of regressing back to how my videos were in South America, where it's just going to be music and videos without any kind of audio, which doesn't really allow you to hear the nature of the place that we're at the river, really let you be there with me. I'm trying to make my videos better, and I don't want them to get worse. So I guess that's partly why I'm frustrated. I'm also frustrated because I can't see the videos that I'm producing on my laptop. I can't even watch them back to know where the good in and out point of each clip is, so I can edit it together. It's a major disaster. I'm going to have to stop making Kombi Life videos for you. No more vlogs, no more episodes, no more nothing until I get this sorted. I hope you guys understand. I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll try to rebuild my computer and see if that makes a difference, or maybe I'll just try and start saving up for a new computer or something. I don't know, take a loan out. But I need to do something because I'm getting really frustrated, spending so many hours trying to see what it is that I'm editing and trying to produce something, and the quality's going down, my frustration levels are going up, and I don't really want to do Kombi Life anymore. So I'm just waving the flag right now, letting you guys know how I feel about that. I think the main reason I'm getting really frustrated is because I don't have the equipment to do the job properly. It's taking way longer than it should be taking, and I'm not really living my life like I would hope to be doing. The easiest solution is to get the proper equipment, which allows me to take the shot that I'm intending to take and to edit the shots and actually see what I'm doing when I'm producing a video. But that's not that easy when your channel's making less than 10 bucks a day. So that's why I have a Patreon campaign, guys. If you are in a position to be able to help, please help. I know you guys don't like anyone that asks for money on the internet, and that's fine. I don't really either, to be honest. Why should you guys go to work all week just so I can float around in the forest and with my video camera and share it via YouTube? That seems fair enough to me. This is not a TV channel, this is YouTube. I think it's a pretty cool project, the fact that for the first time the technology exists for me to be able to go out and record stuff in HD and upload it to an internet platform where you guys can log on and see what's been happening. I love that. I'm super stoked about the project. I think it's really cool that I get to share this bus with all these random people that I've met. I think that's a little bit crazy. I like everything about the project. I like the fact that it's a budget project. I like the fact that that makes me think about how to survive, what I can eat for free, where I can make money, you know, with this like selling the t-shirts thing. That makes me about $6 a week, so yay. It's a cool project. The problem is that it doesn't generate enough money to pay for the equipment needed to record it, and I'm not a rich person and I don't have another job that's giving me an income. So all of the money I have is from this YouTube channel. I've already bought a bunch of cameras and stuff, and that's all dying. The reason I have a Patreon campaign is to help me replace the equipment that I use whilst filming this thing. So if anyone is in a position to be able to spare $1 a month, it would make a huge difference. Check out the Patreon video. There's all sorts of rewards you can get, like stickers, postcards, t-shirts, live hangouts with us, and you know, I'll come around your house and clean your shoes if it's really necessary. I'm not looking to make a lot of money from my YouTube channel. I would love it if it could just pay for my gasoline and pay for the equipment that I need to share the adventure, but I'm not looking to turn a profit. So if you guys are in a position to be able to help, please do so. Now is a very good time. I'm struggling on my equipment and it's making me not want to share this adventure because it's so hard to do. So please help me keep sharing the adventure. Please consider becoming one of our Patreons and help to take Kombi Life to the next level.